Hello, this is Andrew Bassick from Rock and Roll Academy, Ojai. And what I wanted to talk with you about today is an absolute beginning way to get started with guitar. One of the things that I think most people want to do with guitar is learn how to play songs and to be able to sing those songs, and there's lots of great classic songs that are pretty easy to play. So the place to begin is learning some basic chords. And so what I'd like to teach you this morning is just a couple of really basic, simple chords for beginners. And the first one is a C chord. And so the way to play a beginning C chord is to take your first finger and to fret the second string at the first fret, which is right here. And then you're going to play the bottom three strings. And it's important to use a pick for this at the beginning. It's going to sound like this. Just taking the pick and you're strumming it across these three bottom strings. And then the second chord that I want to show you is taking the third finger, this finger here, and fretting that on the first string at the third fret. And the frets are these little metal things that look like bars that go vertically up and down. So the first one is here, the second one is here, the third one is here, and what you want to do is you want to press your finger down behind that fret, not right on the fret, but behind it a little bit. And it's important that the angle of your finger coming down is not like this, but really is more coming straight down into the string. And that way you're not going to touch surrounding strings as you're playing. If you do that, you tend to mute them, and then you can't hear them clearly. So you're going to want to play that first string behind the third fret, and then again you're going to play the bottom three strings. And that is a beginning G chord. So once you have that, then the thing to do is to learn how to shift between these two chords. And so starting out, what you're going to do is start with the C chord, which again is the second finger behind the first fret. The first finger on the second string behind the first fret. And then shift to the G chord. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, so that's the beginning. And then as you advance, you're going to complete these chords. The full C chord is the same as we have here. Then you add the second finger on the fourth string behind the second fret, and the third finger on the fifth string behind the third fret, and then you're going to play the bottom five strings. You can see that's a much richer sound. Full G chord, you take the third finger on the sixth string behind the third fret, the second finger on the fifth string behind the second fret, and then the fourth finger, pinky, down on the first string behind the third fret, and then you're going to play all six strings. So as you're beginning, that chord will feel really pretty tricky to do, but as you begin to practice that over some time, it will get easier. And then eventually you're going to want to be able to shift between those two chords. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a good starting point. Eventually, what's really important is to be able to get to a place that you can shift pretty quickly between chords, and we'll work as we go along on different strumming patterns, so you'll be able eventually to do things like this. Thanks for listening, and check us out at World Wide Web, rockandrollacademyojai.com. Thanks a lot.